Hello. I keep forgetting that, I need to like pay attention and not just sit here and sing the song like the countdown song. But yeah, thank you so much for joining here with me. I have Elaine who was on my
Hello.
channel. Like you were only on my channel with the Five of Pentacles streams,
That's
right?
right. Yes, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think we did. I think we did one thing. Did we do one thing?
Did we
I
do
can't remember.
maybe the paper clips and
Yeah,
lollipops stream at some point? I don't know.
I think
But
that's. I think
anyway,
that's what it was. Yes.
yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway, I have Elaine with me. And this is gonna be just like a casual chat about death
Mhm.
cards because
Yep.
I I mean, if you follow my channel, you know that I have a tattoo, a gratitude symbol, which I
Mhm.
got made recently, and the quality is really good. And the
Yeah.
artist who's doing it probably
Mhm.
not gonna stay in the country for too long. So I was like, okay, but I would like to get them to do the tattoo, the tarot related tattoo, because the line work is just so precise and it's just
Oh,
so
lovely. How big?
before
How
they
big is the
move
tattoo?
away. Sorry.
Absolutely. How big is your tattoo? Your new one?
I mean, I can't show because my sleeve is too
Mm,
long, but it's like
yes.
this big.
Yeah. 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 Lovely. Lovely.
So it's just like a line. Oh,
Mhm.
I have Instagram. I can show you the actual picture because I
And
posted it
and
on.
tell me, Orsi, how large of a death card tattoo are you thinking of getting, and where?
I mean, I want it to be here,
Yes. Yeah.
this spot, probably somewhere here,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I want two cards. So
Yeah.
I don't think that like this big, like an actual
Yeah.
card. I
Yeah.
think it's too big,
Yeah.
but maybe like a poker sized card or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this was the
Mhm. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yes, I do remember seeing that.
that's the
That's
great.
lovely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm
Hmm.
and before we start, I'm gonna say hi to Donna, who was on my channel. Previously
Yes,
it was
Donna.
her first time, and it was just so much fun. And we have Red Wing. I'm sorry, I can't. Do I know? I don't think I know your name. So if you care to share the name as well, thank you. So yeah, I don't know. I think we're just gonna talk about death cards and
Hmm.
yeah, spirals. Yeah, same.
Hmm.
Tattoos in general, because you have a bunch of tattoos.
I do. I have tattoos on my feet. I have tattoos
Feet,
on the
yes.
base of my spine. My entire chest is a double
Yeah.
mastectomy, so I had all that tattooed. And I have tattoos, half sleeve here and a big tattoo down here, which is my dream catcher that stops my nightmares. But
Nice.
I had the breast cancer ribbon incorporated in it
Oh,
in
that's so.
the form of the feathers. You see,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
great.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
have
So I
any
think
tarot? Do you have any tarot related tattoos?
no, now see that's you see I've been wanting a couple of tarot tattoos, but I'm 57 and I'm just wondering, shall I go through and have any more? But I
Yes.
do want something underneath here because I have my father and myself there, right, on my
Oh,
wrist.
oh.
And so I would like something here. And I
Yeah.
was considering the hermit and strength, you know.
Hermit
So
is.
I can't have it done on this arm anymore because I have lymphedema in this arm. You can see this arm is much bigger
Uh,
than this arm,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
And so I can't have any more tattoos here. So this is
But
the size that I'd be getting
mm,
here.
on the right
So
mirror, like me.
that's it, yes. So that's it would be the strength and the hermit card.
That's a good one as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, so for
So
me it's the High
inner
Priestess
strength,
and the Death card. Yeah, so and this is
lovely. Yeah.
the
Wow,
Spacious Tarot
that's
High
lovely, isn't it?
Priestess.
Yeah,
And I love
that's
how,
beautiful.
it's such a simple one, and
It is.
it's the moon inside with like the sky
Yeah,
inside of the
yeah.
shell. So
It's all eternal. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, you need to listen to
Mm,
yourself, but are you
yeah.
listening to yourself or are you hearing something else?
Mm, yes. And
All the high priestessy vibes are just so simply and brilliantly put in this card that I want this to
beautifully.
be my.
It's also, holding that shell to your ear and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
hearing
yeah.
the sort of ethereal sounds,
Exactly.
So it's listening to everything inside. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure that I want the tattoo to be shaped as tarot cards.
Right.
necessarily,
Yeah.
because I could
Do you know?
have the shell and
Mhm.
you know, like High Priestess written underneath. I mean, it's
Yes.
for me. I don't, you know, I don't want to be like,
Mhm.
this is a tarot, this is a tarot tattoo. I don't want to be like
No,
that. I don't
that's
care.
it. No.
It's my
Yeah. Yeah.
tattoo. I don't care.
Absolutely.
So
Do you know what? I think if you to look at something like that and you were to say, take the likes of the Lightseer Death card and the Spacious Tarot High Priestess, you could have them combined like a watercolor painting.
yeah, but the
You know,
artist that I want to, you know, get for this one, they don't do. I don't think they do watercolor,
right.
and
Yeah.
I don't want to go. I mean, I used to have someone in mind for a watercolor tattoo, but I don't know if
Yeah.
they work or.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because like that, I've only had two artists work on me. One did my sleeves, and this one, the other one did my entire chest. So
Ah, I
they
was
were
very
very,
unlucky
very
with mine because
yes.
as soon as I went to someone and got a tattoo,
Yeah.
they moved country. So I'm like,
Now, would
I'm
you
a tattoo
believe it?
artist course.
Oh my
Curse.
God. Now, would you believe it? The fella that did this arm, right? And it's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
down here. The minute he finished that, he was gone, and he left Ireland and he went to Germany,
What the
right?
hell?
And then the girl that did this, I actually couldn't find anybody here in Ireland that was prepared to tattoo over
Ah,
such severe scarring. So I
ah.
got in touch with Personal Ink or Pink, and
Mm-hmm.
I was actually going to fly out to the USA to get it done, but
Oh,
because they specialised in mastectomy tattoos. But then a girl who had trained with them had opened up her own studio in England, so I
oh,
flew there
ah,
and I had five. It was 5 sittings of 8 hours each, and
5.
she
Oh,
she
wow.
worked. Yeah, so she worked right across that. The minute she finished that, she closed her studio down,
What
and I
is this?
thought,
Like, what are we doing
"What's
to
wrong?
tattoo artists?
What's wrong with these people? Or is it me?"
I mean, at least I know I'm not alone with this one. Okay, I don't know, but
And you just think, "What the heck's wrong?"
so
Oh,
yeah. I was thinking about, you know, like skulls and skeletons are not necessary, but this is the Spacious Tarot's Death card. And I just, you know, it's a very simple one, but I don't see the rebirth, you know, like the newness
mm,
of what comes after that in
mm.
this one. It's more like a gimme the flower.
They,
So
they look sort of like crab claws, as coming out
yeah,
to grab something, but I can
very
see the rebirth
delicate
in the road, but
fingers.
yes, yeah,
But it's more about death reaching out to life and taking
yeah,
it. And I want the transformation. I don't want a butterfly. I have a butterfly tattoo,
yeah,
so that's
yeah,
not something I care about.
no,
But
yeah,
something like the wildwood,
that's lovely.
it's
That's
it's
really nice.
it's about the moment when you're in death. You know, the change
Yeah,
itself. And I
yes,
don't want that. But something like this, when there's a skull, and you
yeah.
know something is growing out of it, because I was thinking that the Hush Tarot has something like that, but the Hush Tarot has a bit more of a
Oh, yeah. Now you see,
like,
I have.
yeah,
Oops. Hold on a second. I've disappeared. Am I still there? Because think I've
you're
disappeared here.
still, you're here.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I just find the Hush Tarot has always creeped me out.
Oh,
I just
sorry.
have not
Sorry.
vibed with that. No, that's okay. No,
Didn't mean to.
it's the eyeballs. It's the eyeballs in the people that look like they're dead.
Ah, hi Sheila.
And I
Hi Sheila.
actually gave that away as a prize on my channel, on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I know.
So I did a spin the wheel type of thing and gave it away.
Yeah, I don't know. I love the Hush. I don't know.
Yeah,
I love the decay of it. You know, it's
yeah,
absolutely the fall season when everything is just dying.
yeah. I just found there was more decay in it than life. And I just thought for me, just for me, because it held too much negativity, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's just myself,
Super
It's
nice. Yeah, I don't think the Super Lunaris I've seen. Does it have a people? A Super Lunaris is a people card, right? Deck. There's a lot of people in it.
I don't have the super aroused, no.
We're gonna Google
But
it
I
because
don't
we
know.
can do that. Uh,
Yeah.
was it? Oh, someone sent me the death card from the Dragon Tarot. I think, yeah, that was the
Oh,
over
right.
on Instagram, so let me just show you.
Okay.
Oh, the tattoo artist just posted like, oh, look at their work. Like the line work is so
There you go.
high.
The line
So yeah,
work's
I would like
amazing,
them
isn't
to
it?
do this tattoo. So
It's very crisp line work.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, yeah.
okay, Claire sent me this one. I mean, this is nice, but
Oh,
it doesn't work without the other elements in the card, and I would rather have something like, you know, just one thing like this,
yeah.
the shell in the High Priestess card.
Okay. Right.
Mm,
Let's see the Superlunaris.
looking. Snakes are good as well. I don't mind snake as well. Just a snake. Oh, so the Tenta Super Lunaris Death card. I mean,
Oh, I've got that here. Wow, that's very surreal. It's actually. Oops, I'm trying to open up here.
of course,
My
I didn't type
internet
it
isn't.
correctly, and Google is like, we can't find anything.
What are you
Like,
talking about?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I was googling the death card, but I don't know if it's.
Yeah. I'm just trying to enlarge it
Hmm.
here. Oops. Then I can show. Yeah. Oops. Where are you? Come back. Come back.
Is it the one you mean?
That's what I'm sure. That's what I was looking at here. Just bear with me because it's gone awry here on me now.
I mean, it's interesting, but it's, you know, it's
Oh
not
no, that was Judgment I was
the
looking at there.
Spacious
Sorry.
tarot has such a minimalistic thing going
Yes.
on, which I really like. But
Ah,
which one?
see there with the Superlunaris now. It's somebody who it's almost like something's on fire,
Yeah,
and it's that fire that's getting rid of everything, and there's new growth in the new scorched land. You know.
yeah, fire could work. But there was a snake. The death card is just snake. Is that a new
Right.
version of the Superheroes, maybe? Because Donna saying that,
I
you
don't
know,
know.
or are we like, yeah, there's a new edition where I think I can, no, maybe not. That's a different one. Life is hard. No, the lovers have the snake. Okay, wait. I'm getting confused by this. Whatever. I made a note. You know. Ah, okay. Anima Mundi. Okay, cool. Okay. I mean, at least we saw the, you know, super lunar, so it's okay.
We did.
Anima
We did
Mundi.
indeed. The
Death
lovers
card.
that lovers snake card is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. The death card from the Tarot of the Abyss. I don't have that
I,
anymore. I
oh,
colored that deck and I sold it, and I can't remember.
I love Tarot of the Abyss. That's one of the decks that I'm working with on the Ancestral Tarot. It's
Ah,
absolutely fantastic, and it's great for ancestral work. I'll see if I find that for you now.
okay, cool. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the snaky. Can you load? Can you load? Okay, so this is the. Oh, sorry about the glare. You can see my tiny
Here
Harry
you go.
Potter
There's the
figures.
death card on the.
Oh yeah. I love that death card. It's such a cool one. It's just not
Yep.
simple enough.
Yeah,
Though
it really is.
mm, it would
Right.
match. It would
But
match
you know, you
the
could actually make it simpler.
reading. Hmm. Get that
Every
right.
time I look at this card, I see something different.
Yeah.
You know, every time I look at that, I see something different and find something new. It's just
Do
beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah. Do you guys think it's better to have it as tarot cards or without the card format? What do you guys think? And hi, Tony. Hello.
I
Yeah.
can't see the chat on. Why can I not see the chat? I might have to do
I
it on
mean,
my
on the
iPad.
phone. Yeah, when you're a guest on the phone,
Yeah,
you can
I
see. I
can't
don't know
see the
why.
chat.
It's freaking annoying.
It's a bit
But
mad.
Tony's
It's
here.
a bit mad. Oh,
We have
see if I can get
Tony.
it. Right, let's have a look here.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I definitely think that something with a maybe I will just mix everything together, you know. But
Yes, and
I kind of
you can.
wanted to have an exact
Mhm.
card, but maybe I don't
Mm.
need that. Just come up with my own death card, so to speak. Because
Yeah, either that.
I like the
Mm.
idea of a skull.
Yeah.
In it.
What about that there?
Well, hello.
That is the new Voice and Visions by Ciro Marchetti.
Yeah.
You
Is that
know.
a white rose?
Yeah, well, it's a white rose, but it's the white rose is really deep inside there, and this is like the light being given off on it. So I put it close there. You see,
Oh, nice.
so you've got all this here. You've got there's a white rose again there. You see being
Ah,
picked at the bottom there.
maybe
So
by
you've
the
got
fool.
yeah, but do you know something, Orshi? What might be an idea to do would be to give your artist, say, if you like two, maybe three of the death cards, and with his artistic skill, turn aspects of each so that they all appear in that tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, without it being too complicated,
Yeah.
but taking aspects of each. You know, so I like that one. That is, like I say, the voice and vision.
Mm-hmm.
This is from the World of Visions Tarot,
Oh, okay.
you know, so it's really quite
Something.
unbelievable, really. Yeah. Sort of the Grim Reaper sort of,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that
I
the
was thinking
title?
about it coming for
Yeah.
you.
The World of Visions. Yeah, that's from
Terrible.
Tarotica, World of Visions. Yeah.
Okay, we
This
have a
one
new
is
one.
from The Witch's Garden,
Oh, I like that.
you know.
Like la la la
And
la la. I'm wearing my cape.
yeah, and it's and the little girl there sort of giving him an apple to take a bite of the apple,
Ha.
you know. Or pumpkin for Halloween. So basically, you've got a lot there. You've got carrion, you've got the scythe, and the newness in the little girl. You know.
Mm. Oh, hi, Christine. Christine Louise is here as well. Oh, cool. She's gonna get the new Terrible Attire.
Oh,
I
very
will. I will
nice.
have to look up that card because I can't
Yeah,
remember if I've seen it. I'm gonna look for a card in the Hush Tarot actually. Oh, maybe that's the
yeah.
one. Like the Ace, which doesn't ever made sense to me. The Ace of Cups is this one, and it kind of,
Wow.
you know, like a sparrow made a nest inside the skull, something like
Go.
that.
Yeah, yeah. You
When you
see, if
know,
a sparrow, that would be a much better death card
I know,
because you've
right?
got new life hatching out of eggs
Yeah,
inside the skull.
yeah. I
That,
mean, as an
yeah,
Ace of Cups,
yes, yeah.
it's something you
Be
need to
make it,
work with.
yeah, yeah. That's different. Let's see. Yeah, and those are the other two that I brought along for you for this evening. I've got loads of other ones if you want to see
Yeah,
them,
I
but
really like the one.
maybe, yeah,
The lady with the
this one, yeah, yeah,
sugar
the
skull.
sugar
Yeah,
skull,
yeah.
yeah. My daughter has a large one going down her ribs,
Ooh.
sugar skull tattoo. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
you know, I took a break from getting tattoos for a while.
yeah.
Can't even remember when was the. I think
Oh,
I can't remember if this was my last. I think this was my last or the one on my back.
yeah.
But you know, I took a break. I was like, oh, okay. Of course, I want more tattoos because if you're like me, then when you start, you want more. But I
They're
was like,
very
okay,
addictive.
you know, when
They
I
are.
lose
Yeah.
some weight, that was my, you know, when I lose some weight, I will get a new tattoo. I'm like, oh, I don't
Or she, if
care right
I
now.
wait till I lose weight, I will
Exactly.
never get another tattoo.
Then I will never have a new one. But now that I got that gratitude symbol, I'm like, back in there.
Oh,
I want more
yeah.
tattoos. Yeah.
Oh, now I must admit,
Ooh,
I do love tattoos. They're very,
yeah,
very addictive. Um,
they are.
but you see, my sleeve, my half sleeve, that was it 4 or 5 sessions, and they were both eight. They were all 8 hours long. The same with across my chest, and I thought to myself, when I had this one done, that one there was hardly any feeling to it at all. You know, like the one of my dad and
Yeah, yeah.
myself there. But then I'm thinking, I want a bigger tattoo. I want to go here, have more done. And I'm thinking, can I sit for sort of 8 hours again?
I mean, for a tattoo,
You know, I
I
suppose I
think,
could. Just give me something to drink.
yeah, because
The
like it's gonna be
intravenous
painful.
wine.
So what? It's gonna be painful. So what?
You know,
It's
this is
it's pain that you're getting something really cool afterwards.
I
So I don't care.
I tell you, I would never ever ever have my feet tattooed again.
Oh,
Never.
I don't think I
Yeah.
ever wanted that.
Oh no, I will never have my feet tattooed again. That was like going to hell in a handcart. That was, you know.
I'm trying to look for the
Oh,
the Terra Volatile. Oh, that's okay. It's a very very really shitty quality picture.
oh, I
I
can see that.
I think this is the one that Tony was talking about.
Oh, the Terra Volatile.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, right, right.
A
I see
walking
a
skeleton.
backyard naturalist tattoo. I haven't gotten a tattoo since the 20s, but it's never stopped. She never stopped wanting one. And
Oh,
it's true,
hi,
you don't.
Laura.
The more you
Hello.
have, the more you want, you know.
I mean, not everybody. It's so interesting. My brother has maybe two, I think. He has a
That's
lion, which I
yeah.
helped design, so I'm very pleased with myself. And he has one on his left arm. But I don't think he ever wanted more.
Now, isn't that strange, Oisin? Here we've been talking, for a little while now, and there've been so many coincidences. My brother, he had an old tattoo here on his arm, and he went over it with the most amazing lion. And like that, he said, "That's it now. I don't want any more." And that's all he's got is his lion now on his arm, and he
My
doesn't want
brother
any
has
more.
a lion here because he's a
Yes,
Leo, so he had to
yes,
have
yes.
one. But
Oh,
I really like that one because it's not just a really cool image of a lion, but
yeah,
I think on the left side of it there are like
yeah.
squares. There are
Mm,
squares missing, so it's a bit
mm.
more abstracty. So
Like
it looks really cool.
doesn't look in there. His
Right.
my brother's got the lion because we grew up in Africa, so he's got
Oh,
the lion was for Africa, but underneath it, it's like a small band of silhouettes. So the lion is over everything, but underneath here there would be like trees and a family, a herd of elephants, just small silhouettes of herd of elephants, as though the lion is there presiding over everything.
yeah.
It's really very clever the way it's done, you
I
know.
mean, yeah,
Yeah,
my brother has that lion here on his
yeah,
chest, and on the left arm
yeah.
there's a outline of trees, and some sort of a bird because he
Yeah.
works with wood because he's a carpenter. So that foresty theme represents that. But how
Yeah.
similar those two
It's
actually
it's
are!
unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable.
Like we all think that we're so cute, cool and unique,
Yeah,
because we're like
yeah.
no, we're not. Oh, I wanted to
Oh
ask
God.
Kristen if like what sort of a tattoo she's getting because an entire back tattoo, that's like oof.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, I have a small one, I just a quote and the
Yeah.
quote, just a saying and
Mm,
symbol on my back because I
yeah.
have so many birthmarks everywhere that it's very hard
Yeah.
to get a
You have to be
tattoo.
very careful. I have a dragon on the base of my spine, and
Ooh.
it's I have to be honest. I had that done in 2003. I had a
Hmm.
bad accident and I broke my spine in three
Oh.
places, and they told me that I wouldn't potentially I would not walk
Oh yeah,
again.
I remember. Yeah, I
And
remember.
here I am.
And then
So
you were like,
as a
"What did you
sign of
say?"
what did you say? Here,
Hold my
I'm
beer.
Welsh. Our symbol is the dragon. So I had
Exactly.
a different dragon done on the base of my spine, and I have
Oh,
to say, it hurt like Billy. Oh dear God! That
oh,
the
I
base of
believe
my
that.
spine, you've got all the nerves at the base of your spine,
Yeah.
and it was like when I had my chest tattooed, all the nerves are knitting together
Ooh.
where all
Yeah.
the
Oh God.
mastectomy was done. So there were parts of that where I had to sort of stop myself from lifting off that chair. Like,
I. Oof.
oh,
I mean, for me, the hardest part on the one on my back is there's a word in pink because
yeah,
I get I don't know, you know, kindness is written in pink.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that was done in such a way that the guy who did that one, he went over it with just a needle without any ink,
Right.
because he had to outline it or something. We had to hatch it first, did the
Okay.
rest of the text in black, and then he
Yeah.
went back and did it in pink. But you know, by that time it was already like a pulsing,
Open.
like
Yes.
open wound. So that one kindness word was really really difficult, especially you know, on my spine. So it was
Yes.
like but Kristen Reese's tattoo is going to be awesome. An ash tree with runes in the trunk.
That will be
That's
fantastic.
yeah. I hope
Oh
you
my
will post
God.
some pictures somewhere, you know.
Definitely. I'd love to see that.
Mm. Oh, that's good. Yeah. I mean, there are tattoos that glow in the dark. I'm like,
I
mm.
know. I
I'm
know.
thinking
But then
about
I'm thinking,
like the Harry Potter, because I want a Harry Potter related tattoo as well. And
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, the Marauders map, the
yes,
little footprints. There's just
yeah,
so many like that, but I think it's such a cool idea to have an
yeah,
UV light uh,
yeah.
ink.
That would be great. Yes. And you think, oh wow, that would be cool.
I think that's really cool. Yeah, like,
Or
oh,
the
look at
wand,
that.
as though the wand is being cast a spell and just a string
Yeah,
coming off that you can only see under UV light. You
yeah.
know, the spell
So
sort of
yeah,
going
I
out.
need
Yeah.
a Harry Potter one as well, but that's even more harder or more difficult
Mm.
because I'm like, it's Harry Potter, like how to condense the seven
Yeah,
books and what it means to me
that's
into a
right. Yeah,
tattoo, because I'm not gonna
yeah,
get
yeah.
the glasses, I'm not gonna get the,
No,
you know,
yeah,
if I want to pretend that it's not a
yeah,
rune, it can be Harry
yes,
Potter's, like
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
rune, but yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know what I want with Harry Potter, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I would like something on the back of my hand here, but I'm not
Mm,
sure what yet.
yeah.
Um, mm.
I mean, if I'm being honest, that's the only one that I regret that
Mm.
I have here.
Do you? What makes you regret it?
I wish, I don't know, maybe having it on my finger actually is not as good uh, as of a look
Mm-hmm.
that I thought that it would be. So I would,
Right.
but I couldn't find a better place for it. But
Mm,
I'm not saying like I regret it as oh, I want to get rid of it. But if
mm,
I could just go back, I would be like, okay, maybe I'm not putting it here.
different. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've one on my left foot that I think that about. That's the one on my left foot is the only drunk tattoo I've ever had. Thank God.
Ah,
So I'd never do that again. As there was five of us, all went out and we had exactly the same, a ladybird put on our left
oh,
foot. And would you believe, second weeks after that, we all fell out.
oh my God, really?
One by
Oh,
one, it was just like boom, boom. And now we've all got these bloody ladybirds on our feet. And I'm thinking, I'm not even going to get that covered because I won't go through the pain on that foot ever again.
I mean, I don't know if it helps because you're working with ancestors, but
Yes.
the symbol of the sign that I'm getting from my grandmother who died last year is ladybirds,
Yeah.
so ladybugs.
Oh, well, there you go. That's it. That's the nice side of it. So there you
Yeah.
go.
Plus,
See, there you go.
yeah,
Another coincidence.
I know, and
Bloody
you know they
hell.
mean luck as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh my
you're
God. Yeah.
lucky you got
Oh,
rid of those friends because they were not your
oh,
real
I am.
friends.
They definitely weren't. They definitely weren't.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, and do you know the one on my right foot? I came home from work one afternoon and my daughter had not long had her exam results and she'd passed her year and she was looking forward to going to university and she was going over to Wales. And she said, when I got in the house, she goes, "Oh, Mum," she says, "don't settle down." She says, "I've got a surprise for you." I said, "Oh, have you?" "Yes," she said, "come on, we go now." And she said, "Tell Dad that, we won't be back for tea. I don't know how long we'll be." So I said to Jerry, I said, "I don't know, Amy's taking me somewhere. I don't know where." So that was it. Where did she take me? A tattoo studio. And Amy had drawn like a gecko in, those sort of
Oh
designs, where it's sort of put together, like Maori type of stuff, that
yeah,
sort of thing. And it's a gecko. And she had one put on her right foot and I had one on my right foot. So wherever I am, she is, and wherever she is, I am.
Oh, that's such a lovely
So,
sentiment.
yeah, and she actually
It's
drew
so
it
cool.
herself,
That
which is
yeah, it's
nice.
so cool.
Yeah, yeah. But
Oh,
that one, she had the son tattooing hers, and I had the father who was, to be quite honest, an old fart doing mine. And he was no good at tattooing. He got the needle stuck in my foot 4 times. And I've got 4 small keloid scars around the edge of that tattoo now. But
oh my
he
God,
was
that
a
sounds
strange one.
horrible.
It was a little bit painful, to say the least. So feet for me are now off the agenda.
I believe and understand you. I mean, it's interesting because one of the tattoos, I mean, this one,
Yes. Oh, I like
unfortunately,
that.
it's let me tell the story. So
Oh,
this was supposed to be one giant line without any like breakings, like this,
okay.
like
Righto.
like this. It wasn't
Yeah,
supposed to be like that, just one endless line. And I
yeah,
sent
yeah.
I sent the guy that this is. I mean, look at this part. This is where it connects, and it's just it's
Oh,
not good.
yes. Yeah, he's connected it quite differently, hasn't he?
Yeah, and unfortunately, when I'm presented with a situation where you need to just react and be like, okay, but this is
Yeah.
not how what you said, and
Mm,
just be like, okay, I'm not getting the tattoo, I'm going home.
mm.
I was just like, and I froze. I'm not good with this type of
Oh, are you
situation
not?
because
Oh,
I went to the guy. I sent
yeah.
the design and I told him what I
Mm,
wanted weeks prior. He was
mm,
supposed to draw that one.
mm.
When we arrived, he was
Sometimes,
like, what do you want? And then he just he completely like forgot about everything. But I was like,
yes.
but I really wanted the tattoo because it covers up a line from a book in Hungarian,
Mm,
which was very
right.
true when I was sick, but it's
Yeah,
kind of negative, so I wanted something to cover it
you
up.
are. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was more
Mhm,
important for me. And it's like a Celtic,
mhm.
like, oh, it's so
It is
Celtic.
very Celtic looking, isn't it? That's what
It is.
it's very Celtic
Yeah, it
looking.
is. It's, I mean,
Yeah,
at
yeah,
least this part looks nice, so
yeah, yeah.
but
All right.
on top of this, that it wasn't done the way that I wanted. And I know it's
Mhm.
my fault. I should have just said that, hey, this is not what I wanted. But like I said, I'm not good
Yeah.
at,
Wouldn't accept all the blame because he did have the artwork sent to him, so really
yeah, he should.
he
I
should have been
know,
more
but
careful.
I should have said just like, I don't care, I'm not getting it. But I wanted the tattoo
Yeah,
more than
then
not getting it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the funny part is that he started doing it. And then after about 20 minutes or so, he was like, oh, I need to run to the post office because it's going to be closing and I need to pay some bills, but I'm just going to be back, right? Can I go?
I'm
And I was
sorry,
like,
but his bloody eyes would be closing if he did that to me. I'm
and I
sorry.
was like,
Yeah.
yeah, what am I supposed to say? So he went because I didn't even know he went. And
Oh my
until he
God.
was gone, everything started swelling up. Because
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
so by the time he came
yeah,
back to finish, I
yeah,
was in so much pain because it was
yeah,
just,
yeah.
but it's my fault. I should have just said, like, what the fuck? But, I'm not good with
Oh,
quickly responding to situations like that.
yeah, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, fun
I've
times
got
at
here,
tattoo
so
artist.
ready to, a shame on the tattooist
Yeah,
tattooing you drunk. But this is going back years, and at that time, that wouldn't have been a problem. It would be
no,
pretty
that
much,
would be
yeah,
just now.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now that wouldn't happen. Now, definitely not. But then we're going back a good number of years. That would have been quite the norm at the time, to be honest. You know.
Yeah, and a funny thing is that when
Yeah,
the guy who did this
yeah,
tattoo,
yeah,
I think he was the first one who was like a proper tattoo artist who was
yes,
who had
yeah,
a membership at the guild and stuff like that.
yes.
every
Sorry, I'm just
every
going to
other
turn the
tattoo
light
that
on
I
here.
had before, okay, every other tattoo that I had prior to that was by unofficial, not members and everything. So I was like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna do it the proper way. I'm gonna
yeah,
go to the proper artist.
yeah.
I shouldn't have
The
done
ones,
that.
yeah, the ones that did my chest and my arm, um, both of them were painters beforehand. They before they went
Oh,
into tattooing, they were oil painters and
ah,
artists
yeah,
in their own right, and then they went on to tattoo later on. And because they had that artistic eye already, and it was just
yeah,
basically learning to paint with needles on skin as opposed to painting with a paintbrush on
yeah,
canvas. And you can see this, if you look at the daffodil here and the lovebirds there, you don't often see those because they're on the underneath of my arm. but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are actually amazing to look at, and the color and the shape, it's amazing work. And they were just able to get the tones, the shapes, and they've never faded over the years. Over
That's
the years they've remained, keeping their colors. But one of the things I will suggest, Orsi, with your tattoos is use a tattoo moisturizer even after your tattoos are healed, because it keeps them alive. It keeps the skin looking freshly tattooed.
I mean, my skin is not good for tattoos, by the way. My skin is
Mm.
like really bad paper for fountain pennings. Honestly, it looks exactly like when I like write on bad paper. It feathers.
Gosh,
It
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
it just dissolves into my skin. So I don't have high expectations
But, yeah,
for the quality for long
yeah,
term because
I was actually surprised with this one. I'll just show you now, because that's what this one has done, and it was such a neat thin line, and it's not so bad now. See, I can't turn. See, when I do that, it
yeah.
looks like everything's skew, and I've tried to hold it up, turn it that way. There we go. Get that break out of the way. Madness. There you go. That went thick of its own accord,
Mm,
after tattooing, because it was very thin outline, you know.
mm.
But that, like you say, it sort of feathered out, and I thought maybe that's age for me now, and I don't want that to happen to a tarot tattoo, you
Yeah,
know. But,
I
yeah.
have this one, the this tattoo, which was
Oh,
very
yes.
nice, but I'm not gonna be really able to see. But the guy who did my finger said that maybe it
Yes.
feathered out because the needle went too deep into the skin, so it
See, that's
needs to
what
be
happened with
more
me.
on the surface.
Yeah, that's what happened with my foot, you see. Yeah. See, if you look at the lines there, even on the tail feathers of that bird, there's no feathering whatsoever.
Yeah,
They've
that's very
stayed
nice.
lovely and crisp.
Yeah, that's why I'm
So,
hoping
yeah,
that the
yeah,
gratitude
yeah,
tattoo, it has such nice
yeah,
line work that yeah, I would
yeah,
like to have that for. I mean, the
yeah,
tattoo, like the tarot related tattoo,
mm,
needs to be nice because especially because it's gonna be here, so it's gonna be visible on camera as well. If I
yeah,
do a
yeah.
video, it's probably gonna
Hmm.
be at least part of it partially
That's
be
it.
visible.
That's
So,
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
but yeah,
so
so
when are
I
you
think.
hoping to get it done?
Sorry.
When are you actually hoping to get it done? Have you got a date or time or, you know?
I mean, I'm saving up for a new phone.
Yes.
Before I'm planning on
Mhm.
getting it in December, so
Yeah.
not any time before that. But if the
Hmm.
artist stays, hopefully
Hmm.
early next year,
Yes.
before
Yeah.
the spring, maybe
Hmm.
for my birthday. Everything I
Yeah.
can get everything like, oh, it's for my birthday. So
That's how my daughter has a beautiful sleeve, and a lot of this the Harry Potter owl is in that one.
ah,
And
yeah.
she has this amazing sleeve. I don't know, it must have taken because she saved for each section of it. So every birthday and every Christmas, I think it took about 2 years to actually get finished. But once she got it finished, all her presents were tattoo vouchers so that she could get it done. Whether it was birthdays
Oh,
or Christmases, oh, just send me tattoo vouchers.
I mean, I completely
So
understand.
that's yeah,
But yeah, I
yeah,
need to save up as
yeah,
well because it's
yeah,
gonna be like a few
yeah.
hours, and they have hourly rates. So
Yes, ours do as well. I tell you what, it's gone quite mad here now. When I work out how much I've actually spent on tattoos, I'm saving up for a potting shed at the moment. I could probably have had 5 bloody potting
yeah.
sheds at this stage.
I mean, but if I calculate, which I will never do, how much I spent on tarot, like the
Oh my
decks,
God, yes. Tarot and tattoos. Oh my God.
or
And
I
then my
mean,
herbal teas on top.
yeah, and I didn't spend that much money on fountain pens, but
Mhm.
I mean, this looks like a simple fountain pen.
Mhm.
It
No, I
was
bet that's fine.
it was more than 100 quid,
Oh my
like
God.
120 or something. It's a limited edition Pelican, so.
Oh, wow. Well, you use them, so, why not?
I know, but I don't use it right now as much as I hoped because the post office
Well,
killed my letter writing game. So
oh. I know. I
Oh,
know.
hello, Debbie. Hi, hi, hi. Have you seen it? We actually won a game this Sunday. I watched a first Patriots game in
And
over a while, and we won. We actually won finally.
what game is that? Orsi, what's that?
It's the
'Cause
NFL. It's American football.
oh, right, America. Well, we're all rugby fans here, so
I
we've
mean, my
been
sister.
going
Yeah,
mad
my
for the World
sister.
Cup.
Yeah, my sister
Yeah,
teases me all the time. Oh, you're watching rugby, and I'm like, no, it's American football.
yeah. No,
It's
do you know it's one
different.
game I've never watched? Yeah, I
Yeah,
must
I
admit,
mean,
I'm a bit of a
yeah,
rugby head. That's how I
yeah,
lost that
I
too.
love it. Yeah, we never
There you
never
go.
watched that.
Yeah,
Oh God.
yeah, got a
uh,
hit there.
but yes, we
Two shot
won.
at my head.
But
Oh,
yeah, we're not having like a good few years now, probably
yeah.
because we lost pretty much everyone who was good.
Oh,
So it's very difficult to watch your
yeah.
team lose all the time. But I watched something. I watched the game live finally this year. It was the first
Yeah.
one, and we won. So I was very happy to see them play well.
I feel pretty much the same about football club. Everton Football Club would be my team that I would support.
Yeah.
And my father, I supported with my father. He took me to my first game when I was 4 years of age,
Oh, nice.
and I loved football from there on in. But that's why the heart between us is blue. For
Ah.
Everton. So, but
Mm.
I tell you what, I think they seem to be disappearing into oblivion. They're not heard of these days. They're that rubbish lately.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean, I used to watch football like a lot. I was a Manchester United and a Chelsea fan.
Oh my God. Man
Like,
U and Chelsea, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, what made you choose them?
I mean, maybe Gary Neville, maybe some footballers. I don't know, but but then I completely like because I like Beckham. You can say
Yes,
whatever. He was a really good, great player.
I like Beckham, to be quite honest with you, even though he didn't play for any of the teams I support. And I like
Yeah.
Celtic as well. Would
Um.
be my Scottish Premier League team.
Oh,
You
nice.
know,
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, we were pretty much just watching. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember why I ended up supporting Chelsea, but I bet because I was young that there was some handsome football player, on the team. It had to be. But right before I
Oh
switched
God,
to the American football
yeah,
like section of the sport world,
yes.
I just got so fed up with all the players. I was like, oh, I hit my head. Give me like a red card.
Oh,
Like,
I
oh
know,
my
I
god,
know,
I
unbelievable.
hate the
You know,
like.
when you watch rugby players or American football players, and they get battered to hell and back.
Exactly, they get
And
kicked like
they'll come out of
thrown
the
to the
pitch and their
ground,
nose is over here and their ears over here, and you think, what the hell?
and nothing
And they think,
happens. Let's go.
pass us the ball, we're going to carry on.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you
and
get
the
the
football
football to
players
fall
like, oh,
over.
I hurt my arm. Can you see? It's really
Somebody come and kiss
there's
my
so
knee
blood.
better.
No, so yeah, I don't really enjoy the theater. Plus, I don't want to
No,
hurt their feelings, but American football players, that's a bunch who are very smart. They need to be very, very intelligent to see through the different plays on the ground.
yes.
Football players, most of them are not that intelligent, so like I don't enjoy. I'm too old for just having a guy who's handsome and can't even know what they
No. They've got to be
it's
able to at
on.
least tell the time and be able to read a full sentence.
Yeah, when they ask you a complicated question, you can see that they're like,
How do I answer
yeah,
that one?
the coach said we need to go. Like, bye. Like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and I
yeah.
know not every player is stupid. I'm not saying that, but
No, no.
most of the big players are not known for their, how to say this
Oh,
delicately,
oh,
their mind. But yeah, uh, I've never been a
oh, God.
sportsman. Oh,
Oh,
hockey. Good for you that you get.
I bloody hated hockey in school. I
We never had
absolutely
that. That's
hated
so
hockey in
cool.
school. I Where to Jesus? It was just an excuse for the bullies to whack the shit out of your
Uh,
ankle bones, and
okay.
unfortunately that was done. If you weren't
Oh,
playing
yeah,
fast
maybe.
enough, you weren't running fast enough, or if somebody was like, had a beef against you, it would be hockey
Uh,
sticks at dawn. Let's go crack some ankles. So no,
okay,
no, I
okay.
didn't like it.
I changed my mind. I'm not sad we didn't have hockey. But you know what we had for sports is pretty much uh, the boys went out to play
Yeah,
football,
yeah.
and then the girls were told to go and do something.
Oh God, no. We had great PE.
We didn't.
We had great. We had obstacle courses. We actually, as like the same as the boys, we used to have
Uh,
to climb up the ropes. And
I
I will
mean,
never forget
I was
riding.
always weak. All I was
Oh,
able to do is jump on, hold on to it
yeah,
for a second. I got a
yeah,
like a passing grade, and that was
yeah,
me and the
yeah.
rope. So,
Oh, I wasn't good at the climbing, and I remember getting rope burn on my just on the side of my knee, and ah, God, that put me off that. But we used to swim. We used to play rugby. We used to play netball, and I hated netball. And pretty much like Red Wing got kicked off the hockey team, I got kicked off netball because I bloody hated it.
I was in the chorus. That was the only thing that I was in. I was in the chorus because I was singing instead of doing anything else,
I
pretty much.
wish I could sing. That's one of the things I really wish I could do is to sing.
Mm.
Um,
I mean, I
my
don't have such a
yeah,
great voice anymore.
I
I
don't
used
have a
to
voice at all for
better,
singing. Oh, oh
but
my God!
yeah.
The only time they get me to sing is if they want to empty a pub full of drunks on a Saturday night. You start singing, Elaine,
But
everybody will leave.
but that's a very useful life skill if you think about it.
You know,
Combining
I
with the
will.
hockey stick skills,
There you go. There you go. Swinging hockey sticks and singing. What can you do?
like oh hallelujah. I can see that. Wimpy things like
I will never ever
oh
forget.
hockey.
We had a play in
Yeah.
school, and my friend really wanted to be in this play, and I wasn't very fussed. And she begged me to go to auditions. Now she could sing like a songbird. She was amazing.
Oh.
And the teacher made us stand by the piano, and I will never forget. She said you had to sing. We had to sing one by one, "Silent Night," while she plonked it along, on the piano. And it was my turn. My legs were shaking, my arms were shaking, my
Oh,
whole body was shaking because I
I
knew I
understand.
couldn't sing. And I opened my mouth, and all she did, she was like this on the piano. She went, "I don't think so."
But that's so mean. How could
I
she
was
do
about
that?
12 at the time. I never bloody sang again after that. I thought, no way.
I mean, I'm not saying that lie to kids, but to
Oh,
actually be that
that was,
mean.
she was horrible. She's absolutely horrible. And
Oh,
she curled up her nose and I don't think so. Off you go. Go and
oh my
audition for
God.
something else. No, thank you.
But yeah, I mean, based on the
Oh,
comments from people, everybody had like really cool stuff to do for sports, just
yeah.
not us. Archery would have been my it would have been something I would love.
I should be
I still
lovely.
would
Yeah.
love to go actually and learn
Yeah.
how to shoot arrows because
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
I
I
watched
like
Marvel.
archery.
I
Yeah.
want to be
Oh,
Hawkeye.
yeah. Dodgeball.
Beyond,
Oh my God. Yeah. We
that's the
played
only thing we
dodgeball,
did that
girl.
too. I
Yeah.
was kind of good at dodgeball actually.
Yeah. I like dodgeball. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, Antoinette, she
that
definitely
could.
was an absolute arse of a teacher. She was
Yeah,
horrible. And she was really horrible. And I had
yeah.
mostly I had good teachers, but there was a handful of not so nice teachers. And do you know what?
Mm.
They are the ones who inspired me to go into teaching because
And be
I went
better.
into teaching on how not to teach,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. And I had a wonderful career for over 20 years in teaching. I'm so glad I had that.
Mm.
But the one thing I'm very proud of is I can honestly, hand on heart, say I never hurt a child's feelings. I
Oh,
would never
that's
ever
great.
do that. And I actually found where one of my teachers was living, and this woman had gave me absolute hell. And I toyed with the idea of writing to her and saying, venting my spleen in a letter. My sister said, she said, "No, Elaine, don't. It's just open a can of worms. Write the
Yeah,
letter, now burn it. Just
yeah,
don't
yeah,
send it
yeah, yeah.
because she's an old lady now, let her just, life would have paid her karma a few times, I'd say,
Plus, she was part of the
Mhm.
reason why you became a good teacher. So
Well, this is it. And so, there are times when I've got to look back and say, would you actually thank them? Because I,
yeah,
I wasn't like them, you know.
yeah, exactly.
Uh,
I mean, it's
yeah.
obviously going through that and having them as a teacher sucks, but
Oh
you took
God, yeah,
away
yeah.
the most amazing thing from it. You took
Mm,
away what not to be. So I think it's
yeah,
brilliant.
yeah. What not to be, you know.
Yeah.
And it was, I became a teacher as an adult. I was an engineer beforehand, so
Hi,
I
Maria.
took with me a lot of
No.
experience, which was great. Oh,
Ooh.
it's lovely, yeah.
I don't know why teachers do this in every chorus that they force people to sing
Yeah,
solo. Like, why? There's a bunch of
yeah.
students who don't
Oh
sing
my
that
God,
well
yeah.
or at all. Why do you do that?
Mhm.
I
Now
guess
I
it,
have to be honest, even yeah,
no, just
yeah.
continue.
If I was in a group, you could still spot my voice because it's like gargling gravel. So it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, but still. But I'm thinking from their perspective, I think the reason is because it takes so much time. If each student sings
Yeah,
something separately, then you're like, oh, I
yeah,
know how the whole hour is going to fly by. I'm just going to tell them to sing one by one, and I don't have to do anything. Because now that I do the Harry
yeah.
Potter
There you go.
Club, which is not an actual class, but it's about an hour, and I need to, come up with things that I do with the children. And I'm like, if you do this
Um,
and this, then it's gonna just, accumulate some time for me. So I can kind of understand where they were coming from.
yeah, yeah. I can sort of see it. I agree, Antoinette. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Donna, I was a telecom engineer. There,
Sorry, what?
working with
What?
telecom. Yeah, Donna, to say what kind of
Yeah, yeah.
engineering did I do? I was actually a telecoms engineer, and we were
Telecom.
involved in converting telephone exchanges from, first of all, from manual to analog, then from analog to digital. You know,
Wow. A whole
so
circle, not circle, the
that's
jumps.
yeah, yeah. So that was a long, long time ago, and then I took redundancy from there and put myself through university. And became
That's
Mrs.
cool.
Murphy, the teacher.
Yeah. And Robin did
Um,
the opposite, that he wrote to a teacher who inspired him and
yeah,
sent
yeah,
him samples of what he'd done. So
that's
that's
lovely.
pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is very cool.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah, very good.
Yeah, because why? How would they know that? They don't know it. So
Yeah, this is it. You know,
yeah, my sister is an English teacher in Kuwait. So
in
uh,
Kuwait.
yeah, she teaches there.
Oh wow, that's
Uh,
amazing.
yeah, like 3 to 4 years old children.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's always nice to hear back from parents that the child is developing well, something like that. So I'm
Do
assuming
you know,
that
it
everybody
really
would.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you know the one thing I've actually children I taught at the age of 12, they're now adults in their 30s.
Mhm.
And I was actually, when we moved to the town that we're in now, we've been here for 18 years in this town now. And a young man came up to me outside of Tesco's and he went, Mrs. Murphy, is that you, Mrs. Murphy? And I looked and I went, hello? We were chatting. Oh, you have to come for a coffee and a cake. Oh, absolutely. And
Cake, you
now
said
I've
cake.
actually got
I mean,
about 4 or 5 of them who are now friends of mine as adults. And
oh,
with one
that's
one in
cool.
particular, we've met on a crossing on the ferry. He's been in our home, we've been in his home, we've been out on a night together. It's been wonderful. And it really does, the fact that they've reached out and they have
Yeah.
befriended me as adults really has filled my well. It really does make you think, well, do you know something? It's great. I've developed lifelong friends from,
Oh,
little children. Now they're now adults, and they reached out to me, which is remarkable.
yeah.
Absolutely remarkable.
It's
So
amazing. I
yeah,
mean,
and it's lovely. Mrs. Murphy said, "Please, you're 30 years of age. You can call me Elaine.
Yeah, but it's so weird. I mean, I have
Mm,
teachers that I could never call them by their
yeah,
first name because,
yeah.
like, but you're a teacher. I can't do that. I don't care if I'm 40 years old. You're a teacher. The respect is still there. So,
The respect is still there, and it's an honor. It's an honor, when that happens. It really is.
I mean,
Mm,
in a tiny, tiny, tiny way, I did a library camp in the library this
yes,
summer. And
yeah,
we were the two of us who did the camp thingy. We were
yeah,
teachers in a kind of in a position like a teacher, library teacher, whatever.
yes,
And
yeah,
it was so much fun that when school started this year, one of the girls who was in that camp
yeah,
started high school
yeah,
in another city as well. And I was just
yeah,
standing on the train, and I looked
yeah,
up and I was like, oh, it's probably one of the I
yeah,
know her from somewhere. And then she turned back
yeah,
and like, hi Oceanity, and I was like, oh, and it was just like Miss Orsi whatever in
yeah.
English. And all the train was like, why did this girl said that to her? Like, everyone was like, trying to figure out what happened. Because I don't look like someone that, kids at that age would turn back on and greet me like that. So it was kind
Oh,
of
I
fun.
tell you, yeah. I think, the way me now, looking back, I wouldn't be the sort of people that go, oh my God, she was a teacher. They're probably going, oh shit, she actually taught our kids.
If they can see the tarot cards, the tattoos and whatnot.
The whole lot.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good question. Robin is asking if you read for your former students or not.
do you know, I haven't read for former students. I think there's one that I would potentially read for, but there
Mm,
are there are people of that age group that come to me for readings, yes,
nice,
but
nice.
they would not necessarily be former students, no. But I do think that there's one that would potentially come to me for reading, you know?
Oh, cool. Oh, it's so interesting, like how teachers can, become part of your life. Not like
Yeah,
Debbie, because Debbie said
yeah.
one of my favorite high school teachers is now my best friend's father-in-law. I will be at his grandson's wedding this week.
Oh, how lovely. How lovely.
I mean, small towns and everything.
Yeah,
Even though
yeah,
Donna,
yeah,
Debbie
this is it.
doesn't live in a small town, I don't think so, but
Yeah, yeah. A lot of the teachers that I taught with at the time, we've all taken retirement now. Unfortunately, I had to take early retirement. I wasn't really given the choice. But my colleagues now have caught up to me age-wise in as far as
oh,
retirement is. So now they're each retired and we meet up now and again. We're now the ladies who lunch.
that's nice. Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Okay, so we are
goodness.
at the 1 hour. So before I say goodbye, good night, everything like that,
Yeah.
just
Mhm,
one more question. I was just thinking, like tying up the tattoo, like
mhm,
conversation. If you would have a major suit as a tattoo, not
mhm,
necessarily a card, just like
mhm.
the symbol, which one would be and why? And this goes for people in the chat as well.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm torn between two, but for me, it would be the majors. It would be Pentacles for me.
Pentacles.
And I think that comes from my love of working with the earth and
Oh yeah.
watching things grow. I could have said cups as well, but I just feel more drawn to pentacles. I love and everything that grows. I love Mother Earth, and I find pentacles also fit in nicely with the Empress, and
Yes.
I
Yeah.
just feel that there's a nice vibe in amongst that. And I have all my herbs that I create, I cook with. I do use some in my little spell like things, and
Yes. Same.
I just find that that's where I'm drawn to. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an
Mm,
airhead, so people might think that swords would be the one for me,
mhm,
but actually no. My first answer would have been pentacles
mhm,
because there's also something that I really enjoy. There are just certain decks where the suit that draws me in is the
mhm.
pentacles.
Yes,
But I will get the cups because that's the area that I need to work on.
right.
Emotions. And
Yeah.
I was just thinking that one tattoo that would look cool would be, do you know the true black cups, like the glasses that he uses for the cup suit?
No.
Let me show you because it's so beautiful.
Okay. Just sent everything flying here. So I was just looking for something to show you there.
Okay. Because I'm thinking that, you know, like a cup. Oh, look at that, the two of cups. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, that's beautiful.
I know, right? And just imagine this cup and the water pouring out on top of a pentacle. That's
beautiful.
I think that's a really cool tattoo idea.
Yeah. You know, I think that's a beautiful. That puts me in mind of a nice tot of whiskey there. So it does with the fire whiskey.
I mean, something like this for the swords.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I love this deck.
What deck is that, Orsi?
It's the true black.
The true black. Yes. I really like that. Now, I was telling you earlier on, just before we started, that I was working on my ancestral tarot today, and I've only been using three decks for that project for certain aspects of it. But today I was going through my mystic palette tarot, and I just felt that this really represented me as a person, you know, in what I do. I'm trying to say, you know, this is the Seven of Pentacles, and it is just so beautiful, and just, you know, sitting there resting after spending her time working in, you know, in the garden with her animals, with the growth, the fruit. And that reminds me of a lemon tree that I've got growing. I just thought it's so beautiful, and I've sat with that today, and it's almost like stepping into the card and talking to the character that's in there, and it is quite a magical experience. I really do enjoy doing that, you know. But that one today really fitted in with the question you've just asked, and that represents why I would choose Pentacles.
Oh, I removed myself from the stream. That's what. Okay. Cool. I was like, what happened? I can't, you know, exit your solo. I was like, what's happening? I removed myself from the stream. I think it's time to say goodnight.
Okay.
I think I'm getting tired or something.
It's been a lovely night. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh,
one
question for you, Orsi, before you go. Do you still have your snail?
Yes.
Oh.
You can't see it, but it's in the box. Oh, here.
Oh, well,
whatever.
This last few weeks, I've been cleaning out my greenhouse, and I've actually been brave enough to have the snails going across my hand. And I thought, I was so cute. To tell Orsi. I'm so cute, get over fear.
Yeah, I mean, every time it rains, I'm like, I need to go and save the snails. So. Yeah. Anything coming up on your channel before we leave?
Yes, I'm going to be recording the second part of the autumn session of Ancestral Grimoire, which I've been working on. We're coming very close to the end of the 12 months now. So I've actually got the stuff ready to record, and then I've just got the first part of the winter, or the second part of the winter, because I started in the winter and we're finishing in the winter. So that will be done, you know, soon. And it's all being, I want it all wound up by the sort of week between Christmas and New Year, and that will be the end of that session that I've been doing on my YouTube channel. It's been a phenomenal trip. It's been amazing, and it's something that I will carry with me from now on. It'll be a continual work for me here, personally, outside of YouTube. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you're going to be a guest on my channel on the 1st of November, when we're going to have our Halloween extravaganza.
Yes, we are indeed. Yes.
I'm going to be busy that week because I'm going to be guest on Maria's channel, Lady Night of Avalon, on Monday. On the 30th of October. We're going to do some supernatural trivia, which I'm going to fail at spectacularly, but I don't care. It's going to be fun. My usual time is Tuesday at 7 p.m. I'm hoping that Richie is gonna be free, so we can do some Halloweeny readings that night,
Yeah,
and then we're gonna have
lovely.
our Halloweeny just
Our
fun
Halloween
chat.
on the first,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
And
3 nights in a
we've got,
row.
yeah, that's brilliant. No, I'm just doing the one for the Halloween, which is with yourself. And
Yeah.
the rest of the time, we've got sporting events that we're going to be watching. And then on the 2nd
Ah.
of November, I'm going back over to Wales because I'm going to be helping my
Oh.
mum. She's had some quite major surgery. So
Oh.
she's been staying with my sister. So we're going to be moving her back into her own home, and I'll be staying there with her for a week or so to ensure that she makes a good recovery and she's
Yeah.
able
Yeah.
to be there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially for the
So that's
holidays.
it.
So.
It's all busy. This is it.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
it's
So
lovely. It's been lovely tonight. I thoroughly
yeah,
enjoyed
thank you
this
so
tonight.
much for
Thank you.
being here, and thank you all for the great suggestions of the cards. If you're watching it at the later point, please comment down below if you have a favorite death card, because I'm still just dipping my toe, feet, hand, whatever,
Yeah.
into finding that tattoo. So I really do appreciate it. And Jonathan just went live and Gerald is live. So if you want some other tarot related live streams, just look around and you're gonna for sure find them. So yeah, but anyway, everybody, thank you so much for being here, and see you in the next one.
Thank
Bye.
you very much.